Hello guys, how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing good. It's a beautiful sunny day where I'm at. It's even humid, but you know it's good. Anyway, folks, I'm just here, and I think I did a video before on how to make butter with two simple ingredients. A few people asked me because I can't seem to find it up there in the video, so I don't know what happened to it. So I needed butter today, so I'm making some. So I thought I'll just run through it again. So it's only two major ingredients you need in butter. You need a whipping cream, and it has to be about 35% cream, and you need some salt, and I'm using Himalayan pink salt today. And you're gonna need a bowl with some water. Once the butter is churned, to put it in it to get rid of a lot of the buttermilk out of it, to wash it out, to squeeze it out, because otherwise the butter will run still very fast if you do not get rid of all of the buttermilk out of that. And one way to do that, you use a cheesecloth or any cloth that will, once you put the butter in it, it'll be able to reduce all that buttermilk. Okay, so basically I'm using 35% cream. And let's see, do I want to go measure anything today? Because I'm gonna use the old I'm using a liter. Basically, folks, I'm using a liter. Oh, this is cups. Okay, so this one is what? 46, 48 ounce. 6. Okay, you know what, folks? I'm using a whole liter, so I'm gonna be doing it several times because my food processor is one of the older ones, and the food processor is the best thing to do it in. So I'm gonna be doing this about 3 different times to get to finish it. But I'm gonna be using a whole liter of and this is cream, 35% cream. Okay, so that is what you have to use. Okay, I'm not gonna put in too much one time because it's gonna blow up, because I'm gonna have to add water to it. And how you do it, if you want salt in it, fine. If you don't want to add salt, because some I do fresh, but most of my butter I put salt in it because I don't know, I like flavor in my butter. So a part of it I'll do, a little part with no salt. Okay, and so right now you're gonna start it, so it's gonna make some noise, and occasionally I'll stop and add some water in. Okay, because that is one of the main thing. And what I have here is filter water to sort of rinse the butter in. Yeah, I don't really take the water from the pipe because with all that chemical. And the reason I do my own butter, folks, because you know what, if you butter have so much chemical in it, yes, you gotta say the milk might still have some, but you know what, it lessens it. So I'm gonna start now. Okay, so so excuse me for the noise. Okay, so I'm gonna start. And I'm just gonna pause it, stop right now to see where it's at. And as you can see, folks, it started to get very thick. So at this point now, I'm gonna have to start adding water to it. Okay, and you just continuously scraping it down. So you use a one of these spatula, it makes it much easier. So right now I'm gonna be start adding water to it. So just slowly while it's going. And once you see the water, because the water is the one that's gonna be separating the buttermilk, the butter from the buttermilk. Put some more lights on. Let there be light. So let's see what it's doing right now. So just continuously stop and go, stop and go. So yeah, just scrape down. So now I need to add more water, because until it starts to separate, you need more to add more water. Okay, I'm just gonna be doing one set though to show you, because so you add a bit more water and let it do its thing. Gonna check and see if it started to separate yet. See where we're at. Yes, it started to separate, so that's the whole idea. Adding a little bit more water, more water. I'm gonna add a bit of salt to it now, folks. And I'm just gonna eyeball. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm using Himalayan salt. Okay, and butter can keep down below in the fridge for a few weeks. But what I do, I make enough and just keep what I need to use down below. And even if you have it in the freezer, when you take it out, butter melt out pretty fast. So you can make as much as possible and put it to the freezer, and keep some down below. But it keeps down below for a few weeks, good. Because remember, it doesn't have the preservative in it, all the preservatives as the... But you know what I find, folks? I find I leave mine down in the fridge even for a whole month, and it's still good. You know. So you can see it's separating right now, so a few more minutes and it's good to go. Yeah, once you see the water is even coming right up, yeah, it's separating. So I'm just gonna let it, yeah, see that? This is why you don't want to put too much milk at one time, because once you add the water, it will overflow when you get to this separation stage. So you just put enough milk, and like I said, I'm doing the whole liter, but I'm doing it in stages, slowly. If I have a larger food processor, then there's some food processor that you could put the whole thing in. Yeah, so let me check and see now. So look at it, folks. See, this is what butters look like. So about a few more minutes and it will be all separated, okay? And then you just continue the same process for the rest of it. A few more minutes and it's done. It's a beautiful day, folks. Sun is shining, the breeze is blowing. Awesome. Let's see. Wow. Folks, looky here. That is what butter looks like. Yeah. I think I'll give it another minute or so and then I'll take it out. About another. Let's see, folks. Okay. Okay, so basically this is the water I'm gonna be putting it to just separate the buttermilk. And buttermilk, folks, can be used for you know, you can keep put it in something and keep it in the fridge if you're not gonna use it right away, because if you keep it down below for too long it'll spoil. It can use in baking, any kind of baking. You're doing your if you're doing your pancakes or stuff like that. See, that's the buttermilk there, folks. See, look like milk. Yeah, so I'm just, that is what you have to separate. That's what is separated from to get butter. So this is the buttermilk, and this can be used in any form of baking, okay? And right now this is the butter here. So basically we have to make sure we get out all of the buttermilk from it. So that's why we're gonna rinse it in some water. And that way I'm just gonna be using, I find when I use a cheesecloth, I'm using a plain brand new towel I cut and just put some oil in it, because I find when I use a cheesecloth, too much of the butter just seep right through, you know. So I prefer to use just an ordinary if you have a tea towel, or this is what I could say. So basically you're gonna rinse it out to get rid of all of the buttermilk from it. Okay, you could just look at it. Okay, basically put it in the water like that. See, that's the butter there, folks, and let it rinse out to get all of the buttermilk from it. Then I'll just wring it in the towel and then that's butter. You have to make sure you get all the buttermilk out, because that is what will make it rancid when you have it in the fridge. So this is the process where you use the water. You just rinse it, and then you're gonna squeeze it to get rid of all this. You see how rich that buttermilk is? You use that in your pancake for baking, because there's a lot of recipe that calls for buttermilk. So it's a win-win situation when you make your own butter, you know. So right now it's all rinsed. See, that's the butter. So you have to get it get all that water from it. Okay, all of that buttermilk water. So you squeeze. So if I was using a cheesecloth, the butter would be coming through so much. So I make little holes in this just to get the water out, you know. Because if you keep it with the water in it, buttermilk water, it's gonna get rancid very fast. That is the whole idea. So you just like wring it like this, and till you get rid of all of that water. And see, that's the buttermilk, excess buttermilk that comes out of it. And it didn't take you about even 20 minutes, folks, you get your own butter. And it's all natural. And this one is salted because I had salt to it. So the other batch that I'll be doing, see? So now, see, a lot of it would be lost if I had used the cheesecloth. So this, I just scrape it down like that from this tea towel. This is like a tea towel. It's a large towel. And always get, you know, make sure if you're using a brand new towel, you don't use something that you use in like every day. You don't want to get your butter contaminated, right? So you just use a knife and you just scrape off the excess butter because there's a lot of butter still here. And you're gonna go through the same process. And you just form it, folks. You just form your butter. Yeah. You just form it how you want it. I'm making a mess here, folks. And that's butter there in less than an hour, folks. And you know what? There's no preservative, nothing. And you add your salt to it. You know, if you go in the store and buy it, and you want both, you have to buy two. And today the butter in the store, I pay $5.99 for a liter of cream, and the butter in the store today is $7, $7, $8, $9. Normally butter used to be like for $4.99 or so when you get on sale. Today butter is $7 in the store. So I pay $5.99 for 1 liter of cream, and I'm gonna weigh everything when it's all finished, and I'm guarantee it's gonna be more than a pound of butter I'm gonna end up with. So you can't go wrong this way, folks. It's healthier and it's much better for you. And this is the butter here. All I have to do is just put it to the fridge. I'm just gonna wrap it in a plastic and put it in the fridge or the freezer. Just put what I need down below and put the rest in the fridge. So folks, that's the butter right there. And you only need your food processor, some salt, and at least 35% cream. So it's only 2 ingredients you need for that to make your butter. Some cream, heavy cream, and salt. Any kind of salt is up to you, but I love either sea salt, kosher salt, or and I'm using pink Himalayan right now. Those are the salt I love to use. I have iodized salt, but every salt I have is used for a certain purpose. So I don't really use iodized salt in a lot of my main cooking stuff, but I still keep it because I use it for other things. But one of the main salts to use that give you so healthy is the pink Himalayan salt, okay, or kosher salt or sea salt, okay, folks. So basically that is butter right here. I'm not gonna wait. When I finish, I'll wait because I still have a lot more to do, okay, because I couldn't, if I pour that all in the food processor at once, I would have very large accident. It would all boil over. So folks, please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you all for watching. And like I said, big up Fire down in Jamaica and Marie down in Marie Mello, okay, and my buddy Deacon. Big up yourself, Deacon. Anyway, folks, have yourself a nice day, and thanks for watching. Okay, peace.